Ever wonder how, like, all the stuff around us, how it gets matey? Like, we're always surrounded by metal, right?
It's easy to take for granted, isn't it?
Totally. So today we're going really deep, like into a furnace, basically. Metal furnace operator,
Hmm.
that's our target.
Fascinating choice. It's a job most people don't even think about, but it's crucial. I mean, try to imagine a world without metal.
No bridges, no cars, no skyscrapers.
Exactly. And the folks who operate these furnaces, they're the unsung heroes behind all of that.
And we've got the inside scoop, thanks to RoleCatcher. They're all about helping people find the right career path.
They do some really great work.
They do. So they've got this whole guide to what a metal furnace operator actually does. And let me tell you, it's way more complex than I thought.
It's a lot more than just heating things up. It's precision work.
Right? Like I was picturing someone just shoveling coal into a giant fire or something.
Well, there's definitely heat involved, but these operators need serious knowledge of metallurgy.
Metallurgy, refresh my memory on that one.
Basically, it's the science of metals. How they behave at different temperatures, how they're extracted, how they're combined to create alloys. It's a whole thing.
So like knowing that steel is iron and carbon mixed together, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And understanding how different ratios will affect the properties of the final product. These operators, they're like metal chefs, basically.
Metal chefs, I love that. Okay, so they're controlling the temperature inside these giant furnaces dealing with, what, thousands of degrees?
Thousands, yeah. And it's not just about reaching a certain temperature, it's about maintaining it precisely. Too hot, too cold, even for a short time, and you can ruin the entire batch.
Yikes. Talk about pressure. And then there's this other thing RoleCatcher mentions. Chemicothermal treatment. That sounds kind of intimidating.
It's all about controlling the properties of the metal through very specific combinations of heat and chemical additives.
Okay, so like adding something to make it stronger or more flexible or...
Precisely. Imagine taking iron, which is relatively soft on its own, and adding carbon to it. You get steel, which is much stronger and more durable. That's chemicothermal treatment in action.
Wow, that's amazing. So they're like alchemists, but instead of turning lead into gold, they're making metals fit for very specific purposes.
That's a great way to put it. They need to understand the desired outcome, whether it's a metal for construction that needs to be lightweight but strong, or a specific alloy for aerospace that can withstand extreme temperatures and pressure.
That is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
And it's not just intuition, right?
Yeah.
RoleCatcher mentions using computer data and all that.
Oh, absolutely. Modern furnaces are incredibly sophisticated. Operators are monitoring systems, interpreting data, making real-time adjustments based on what they're seeing.
So it's a good thing they've got that strong understanding of metallurgy to back them up.
Exactly. It's a field that requires both theoretical knowledge and practical experience.
Yeah.
You need to understand the science behind it, but you also need to be able to think on your feet when something unexpected happens.
Right, because with those temperatures, I'm guessing things can go wrong pretty quickly.
You got it. It's a fast-paced environment.
So to recap, if you're out there and you like the idea of a job where you can literally see the results of your work, where you're using your hands, aiding your brain, and you're not afraid of a little heat.
Maybe a lot of heat.
Right, exactly. This could be a good fit. But what about the actual day-to-day? What's it like to work in that kind of environment? RoleCatcher makes it sound, well, pretty demanding.
It can be physically demanding, that's for sure. You're dealing with high temperatures, obviously, often working with heavy equipment, and there's potential exposure to hazardous materials.
So safety's a big concern, I imagine.
Absolutely paramount. But despite the challenges, many operators find the work incredibly rewarding. There's a real sense of pride that comes with taking raw materials and crafting them into something essential.
I bet. And I'm guessing there's a strong sense of camaraderie among the people who do this job.
Definitely. It's a skilled trade that requires teamwork and a shared understanding of the craft. They often rely on each other's expertise to solve problems and ensure everything runs smoothly.
It's like a brotherhood or a sisterhood, or both.
Exactly.
Makes you kind of hot just thinking about it.
Yeah, no kidding.
But, okay, let's say, like, this is speaking to someone, right?
Yeah.
They're like, metal, furnaces, heat. That's me. I'm in. What's the career path look like? Is it just like, you're an operator forever,
That's a great question, and it's something RoleCatcher addresses really well. There's definitely room for growth in this field.
Oh, cool. So you
Right.
can climb the, like, molten metal ladder?
Exactly. You might start as an assistant operator, learning from more seasoned folks. Then, as you gain experience and skills, you could move into like a supervisory position.
Lead a team of your own.
Exactly. Maybe even oversee an entire furnace operation. And RoleCatcher also talks about specialization.
Oh, interesting. So, like, becoming the titanium guru or
Right.
something.
Exactly. You could become an expert in a particular type of furnace or specialize in creating those really niche alloys for like aerospace or something. That kind of expertise, that's valuable stuff.
So if you're ambitious, there's definitely a path forward. Okay, but real talk. How do you even land one of these jobs? Seems like it'd be competitive.
It can be, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's where RoleCatcher's platform, it can really shine.
Oh, yeah. They have something specifically for, like, aspiring furnace operators.
It's not just for this job, but it's super helpful for any career search. Imagine this. You upload your resume. Their AI, it analyzes it, compares your skills to what a metal furnace operator actually needs.
Hold out, AI. Like, it's reading my resume.
Yep. And it's not just reading it, it's understanding it. It can tell if you've got the right stuff, even if you didn't use the exact words a recruiter's looking for.
That's wild. So it's like having a digital career counselor?
Kind of. It can point out the skills you've got that are relevant, even if you didn't realize they were.
Oh, that's good, because sometimes I look at job descriptions and I'm like, I think I can do that, but I don't know how to say it.
Exactly. And RoleCatcher, they help with that too. They can help you tailor your resume and cover letter, make sure you're speaking the hiring manager's language.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about the interview? That's the part that always gets me.
Nerve-wracking, right? Well, they've got you covered there too.
No way. Seriously, how?
They've got this database of common interview questions, and you can actually practice answering them right there on the platform.
Wait, so it's like a mock interview, but like with a computer?
Basically, it helps you get comfortable talking about your experience. And get this, you can even record yourself answering.
Okay, now that's just cool.
Right. And their AI, it analyzes your answers, gives you feedback.
Are you kidding me? This is amazing.
I know, it's like having a personal coach in your pocket. RoleCatcher really wants you to succeed.
They've thought of everything. That's amazing.
It really is. It's great to see a company that's not just about like filling jobs, but about helping people find fulfilling careers.
It really is. And it makes you realize, like, this isn't just some dying industry, right? Like, metal's not going anywhere.
No way, it's everywhere. But you're right, it is changing. Technology is a huge factor.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I bet those furnaces are getting pretty high tech.
Oh, for sure. Way more sophisticated than they used to be. Automation, computer controls, all that. And that means operators, they got to keep learning too.
Ah, so it's not like you just learn it once and you're good for life?
Not anymore. RoleCatcher really emphasizes the importance of ongoing education in this field.
What, like going back to school and stuff?
Could be. Or it might be more on-the-job training, certifications, keeping up with the latest safety protocols, like new types of furnaces, new alloys are always being developed, so operators got to stay sharp.
Like, you got to have a thirst for knowledge, right?
Totally. And not just the book smarts either. It takes a certain kind of person to handle those high-pressure situations. Like when something goes wrong, you got to think fast, use your experience, make the right call.
It's a real skill.
It is, and that's something I think we should emphasize. It's not just a job, it's a craft. These operators, they're using both their heads and their hands to literally shape the world around us.
It's true. It's like the next time I see a bridge or a building or even just a fork, I'm going to be thinking about the metal furnace operator who made that possible.
I think that's a great takeaway. These folks are the unsung heroes of modern life. And who knows, maybe our little deep dive here, maybe it'll inspire someone out there to join their ranks.
Maybe someone listening right now will be the next great metal chef.
I like the sound of that.
That's going to do it for this deep dive. We went deep into the world of metal furnace operators, learned about the skills they need, the challenges they face, and the incredible impact they have on our world.
It's an essential job, even if it often goes unnoticed.
Totally. Big thanks to RoleCatcher for all the insights. They're a fantastic resource if you're looking for a new career path. Be sure to check them out. And all you listeners, thanks for joining us. Until next time.